Okay, so currently, it's actually almost my, I think, 4th or 5th year of teaching. And I really do enjoy my job. I think I get a lot of dancing especially from meeting people and talking to people. And I've also found a joy and a rhythm in creating what I want to create. It wasn't like always like this. I really had to build my way up into it. It began with open class. So I think I was really privileged in the sense where right about the time when I began, I was always getting like high number of full classes even. So I would have like 45 people weekly dancing in the studio with me, and that's like crazy energy. Yeah, so when COVID came, classes stopped, and when classes came back on, the attendance was really low. And I think like putting all the effort into class each week and seeing the numbers like going down or not getting any higher was quite demoralizing. And I started to compare myself to a lot of people for different things. Things like, why am I so lazy? How is this person so self-driven? Is there something wrong with me? Do I not love dance enough? Yeah, so my mind is always like churning out worries of like how I am, how I work, and what kind of results do I put out? Are these even the results that people will want? And it was all coming down to a question where like, am I actually really made for this? Like, am I made to pursue this career in dancing? And the scary thing was that because I have been dancing for so long, and because I kind of like made it my whole identity, right, from such a young age, I always feared that that I'm actually nothing without dance. Yeah. And like if I don't dance, like what else can I do? Like I'm not really good for anything else. I think that was the big struggle. And I just didn't want to let it go. But at the same time, I wasn't in a good space with it. So I kept wondering, like, how do I go on with this? I've already experienced the power that dance has to impact and change lives. And I felt like there was still work that could be done. There's still lives that could be changed. And I wanted to be a part of that, So I didn't want to give it up yet. But I knew that if I kept going at the pace that I was going with the mindset that I had, that I couldn't sustain it. Yeah.
Before Amira and I got together, right, when we first met each other, she was like very reserved, very introverted. It's good to see that now she's grown into someone that's a lot more mature, someone that's willing to stand up for what she believes in. I think that initiative just shows how much she's grown and how comfortable she is as a person in knowing who she is now. I think it's always kind of been, I've always been the listening ear for her. I'm comfortable and I show her that I'm there, but like she explains to me that it doesn't matter whether I'm not there or there because it's a battle within her and her mind. So I know for sure the best way that I could always provide support was just being there when she needed me. The worst was when she started to doubt her own ability as a dancer, as a choreographer, whether or not she was worthy in teaching all these children, whether or not she's able to sort her life out, to just schedule things well enough. Kind of worried me as a partner, like, hey, I would not want something for my own partner to be so taxing on her. I would just want her to work hard, but have some rest, I always remind her that I'm supportive of her being a dancer, even though it does not earn you like crazy amount of money, but I know that it's something she loves. I told her that I will work hard as a physiotherapist. I will ease the financial burden of our family in the future if we were to have kids and what so. So if you can do dance, just do it as much as you can, as long as you want. Because I'm there to support you regardless of what career you do, where you are in life, and ultimately that's my job as the head of the household in the future, as a husband as well.
Yeah. It's funny because I think that as I started to progress, I started to improve, I started to get opportunities on platforms to teach and all that. We got to meet a lot of amazing movers within the community. I feel like that's where I started to slip into that low spot, into a lot of adversity, a lot of self-criticism. I was really much in this comparing space. I think social media adds a lot to that toxicity. It's like you see the comments, you see the views, and I, as an individual, really tried to strive for that. I really wanted the same attention and validation. And when I didn't get it, I really started to criticize, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is different about me? And there's always this sense of comparison, always being super critical. Every time I created a choreography, like wherever I was, like in the studio, whatever, I would always just look at the video and I'll always just feel so completely demoralized. And for a really long time, it's been that. And when I created and I got opportunities to teach in classes, and like there was like nobody who came, or like 1 or 2 people, and I would feel really like insecure. I would even criticize my friends sometimes. I'd be like, why are my friends not coming to support me? Am I not worth being supported? Like, is my dance not that good that you would even come for that and make time for that when I would do the same? Yeah, and it was really, really heartbreaking. I really just like wondered, like, why am I even dancing for? And at one point I really wanted to stop because I was like, there's no point, I felt myself stagnating. I felt that the things I was creating were pointless, meaningless, didn't add value. Nobody liked it, nobody respected it, nobody was hyping me up. Yeah, and I sat in that abyss for a very, very long time. And I tried to turn to other things to help with that. Yeah, I lost my meaning as a dancer.
There was one incident where he put in a lot of effort, but people don't recognize it. So I think that took a toll on him a lot, and he started questioning himself. He started questioning, like, oh, am I really that good of a dancer? Like, why don't people see that, like, the effort that I put into this? And why do all my efforts go to waste? Yeah, so I think when I saw him in that self-deprecating state, it was hard, but I really liked that after like getting to have that conversation with him to encourage him, then he picked himself up and he went back straight into it without giving up. And I think that was something that I really am glad that he was open with me so that I can be of support. Yeah. For me, I'm not a dancer, right? So there are like limited things that I understand, and there are things that I don't completely know. I use words, I guess, and a lot of spending time with him to really boost back his self-worth, or like we will also pray about it together. Yeah, so I think that is something that like we could use together. Just really being there, not so much dancing or anything because I don't dance, but just by using my words to encourage him and just being there, I think was what was good throughout that process.
Hi, I'm Amira.
And I'm Zach.
And we are sending a team called Loah, and it's 16 days away from S24. So for me and Zach, it's our first time choreographing for Super 24, and I think because of the nature of the competition, it's very different from what we've ever done for any other project before. There's not really any sort of like feeling of disappointment when things don't really go our way, or the things that we envision like don't really go our way. As time goes by, as the trial and errors like start to show, that's really when we feel like the piece is coming together.
One thing that I think I'm glad that we kind of did is we also collaborated with the people within the team in itself. So like we've seen the item not just grow from the two of us, but it's like a collaborative team effort, you know, and everybody's opinion and suggestion mattered in the creation process. Yeah.
Okay. I think a frustration that I had is so all of us are really good friends, right? For the majority of us, we've been dancing together for quite some time. So that friend dynamic kind of transfers over to prep. We're like a month away from the competition. It still felt like everybody wasn't taking it seriously. So sometimes I feel a little bit like unappreciated or unseen. Because again, like me and Zach, we put in the extra hours and the extra work, but somehow it feels like when we're talking, they don't listen to us. It's really noisy. To do simple things, it takes like Like you have to say it out 5 times and then we can finally get it done. So I feel the frustration is like there was one prac I cried. I had to go to the other room and I was like why am I here? Yeah, oh my goodness.
And I thought that was my fault.
It was not his fault. Yeah.
Aww. I've always held myself at a high regard in terms of like my craft. Well, it's just an expectation for myself, you know, like personally when I do things, I want to do it like to the best of my capacity. I always want to strive for something. If not, like to me, what's the point of doing the thing in the first place? If I'm not going to go all out, if I'm not going to try to be the best that I can be, then what's the point, right? I think only like throughout this journey, I feel like I've never had an ounce of like encouragement. Like as like the only support that I get is like from me and Amira kind of like rallying ourselves out and believing in the item. But I feel like throughout the process, like I really didn't have anything to be like, hey, this is gonna work, this is okay. Like I think it felt worse when the dancers were criticizing it. When they themselves were just like, what is my role here? And I'm just like, from the beginning, I'm like, did everything just start off bad? And like for them to be like, what is my purpose here? And I'm like, is the dancing not the purpose? And not being about the item? Then I'm like, am I missing something? Yeah, so like it just felt like very critical throughout the whole thing. And like we would meet together and we would just keep cracking our heads and trying to ideate and like be better and adjust and be like, how can we level this up? How can we really improve? So, but yeah, so I think just everything, this whole process has been like a big like hair-pulling frustration, but we'll only see at the end, you know?
Is this what you have so far?
Hi, Zach. So you're doing S24.
Oh shit.
Nice. I imagine this journey has been absolutely like torturous, especially as someone like leading the team alongside Amira. Hi, Amira. Yes, I know it's not an easy journey. I've been there myself, preparing for an item and trying to do everything that you can on a stage that's already so uniquely placed. And as dancers, we always try to do so much more with that platform. And I know how important this stage is to you in your entire journey. You've always shared with me, right? You've wanted to be a dancer on the best teams on that stage. You also shared with me how you wanted not just to be a dancer on that stage, but also to put up your own item. And look where you are today. And I'm super proud of you for that. But at the same time, I know how much like burden and pressure you put upon yourself because of what that state really means for you for your entire dance journey. I've told you before, at times, you put all this burden of the kind of dancers you think you want to be, or the kind of dancers you think people want you to be. But at the end of the day, I think where I saw the most growth within you is when you really just zero in on your own gifts, your own strengths that are unique to you. And I think that's why you resonate so much with the quote of, you know, it's not about you, but it's from you. But really, I think, don't forget that as a leader, you're also there to create that very safe space for everyone to feel and experience God. Not just within the stage and not just for other people who are watching to receive that, but for all the dancers who are very much a part of this. How can you help them experience God through this process? And I hope that's something you remember, because at the end of the day, not just you, but everyone will grow together, stronger, not just as dancers, but as Christians in this collective ministry that you've put up together. I'm very proud of you. I'm super excited for you. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do with this.
Amimu! Hi! Just wanted to say that I'm really very proud of how far you've come, which is, it has been a very long journey since even before we met. And after we met, it's been even more of a long journey. And for me, it has been a very heartfelt one. It's been very, I guess, pivotal. You've impacted me in so many ways. I hope that I've done the same for you. We've already like surpassed this mentor-mentee relationship, and like I see you as like my big daughter or my little sister. You are like Hanif's big sister to me, and I really love you very, very much. I want to remind you that I'm always here for you, no matter what. I'm always thinking of you. I'm always asking like old school or Hillary or anybody else about how you're doing. And I hope like that in this Super 24 journey, you remember yourself. You are special, right? And because you're special, you will be able to deliver something special. You're always impacting the people positively around you, you know. I feel so much love from like the dancers that you've taught and the dancers that have trained under you, and like, yeah, it's really very rewarding for me to witness all that. I guess it's your first Super 24 team that you're sending. Yeah, and that's gonna be like really almost life-changing for you. You know, I'm excited for you to see the fruits of your labor on the 12th of August. It's gonna be like so nice. And after that, you're gonna continue having this community of people around you that are always gonna be there for you, like how you've always been there for me. And also for Zach, I'm also very proud of you. You're very mature now. Big boy already. Yeah, and yeah, you're like my children that grow up. Hey, love you. Jiayo.
Hi Zach, so proud of you. Excellent work with the team and everything and choreographing, and mommy is so proud that you are doing all this and putting in so much effort. Good job. I pray that God will favor your team and everything that you do, that you'll be blessed. Amen?
Yeah, we're so awed by the fact that God can use you in so many ways, not just in the dance, but reaching out to new souls, seeing so many people's lives transform. And that's amazing. You're an amazing man of God, amazing choreographer, and I know that God will use you mightily. Whatever position you guys are in, doesn't matter. Is that you've done your best, let God do the rest.
Right.
Yeah, we love you so much, and we are so happy for you. We're excited to attend it, and we know that God has the best. All right, and so let's see what happens. God bless.
Oh my god.
I'm Amira Mami. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has helped her in her career throughout her journey as a choreo. And I'd like to extend my very, very best wishes and very, very good luck to her career. May it blooms forever and ever. Amira, I love you.
Hey Zach, Amira and Loah, I am really excited for the journey that you guys are on. I know that this is by and of the Lord. I want to encourage you that as you continue to prepare, make sure you don't just prepare your physical dance, prepare your heart. And preparing your heart means time in prayer, time in worship, making sure that your heart is in the right place, to fix your eyes on Him, to love one another, and to pursue excellence. What you guys have done for FOPX is incredible. It really broke the chains and broke the atmosphere. I remember being at your camp and how we just prophetically just release just that dancing unction and anointing over our land, over the church, over the generations. And what you guys are doing is walking in obedience. I just want to encourage you and remind you that this is not of your own will or doing. It was you and your obedience, but this is the heart and the will of the Lord. So take ease and peace in that. He holds it all together. We'll be praying and standing with you guys, and continue to pursue it, and know that as you dance and as you worship Him, there will be huge transformation that will happen spiritually, and it will have an impact physically and emotionally and mentally among many people. Doors are going to be open because of your obedience. Keep obeying. Love you guys. It is going to be absolutely incredible. Hang in there.
that really good video. I think that really. Yeah, I think that spoke to us. I think sometimes we're just so overwhelmed with the thing in ourselves. We also fail to be able to acknowledge or look at like the people who are silently supporting us, or even supporting us when we don't know about it. So I think it's good that you managed to put that together and have that kind of be shown to us. It's really, really encouraging, especially the time that we have left. Yeah, I think it's coming to a bittersweet end.
Like when I watch the video, I don't just feel grateful for the people, but I'm also really thankful for God.
Yeah.
And I think despite all the frustrations and the stress, I really know that I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else. No matter how scary it is, I think listening to the words of those people has also brought me back to like the reason that we do all of this, you know. It's not just to show up and show out, but it's really for God. It really like alleviates actually all of our stress. Everything that we've put into this, I know that He's gonna move in ways that we might not be able to see now, but I really am excited for it to come. And I feel like whatever we've created for this S24, whether it be good or not in people's eyes, it really doesn't matter, because whatever we've made is a reflection of what God chose to make with us. And I think that's like art in itself, and I'm just really glad that we get to be like a part of this. Yeah.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for, even if you're new to who we are or new to kind of like supporting on this journey, we just want to thank you for your presence, your cheers, just having people, friends, and support from the community will really just mean so much to us. And we hope that our dance and our piece will speak to you, that you'll kind of receive something from that as well.
Yeah, just really, really thankful for everybody who's been supporting us silently or not.